So a new storm has begun. And while I don't think that I'm going to lose power, because it's highly unlikely, like I said, went years without losing the power during storms that other people were not so fortunate as I was. While I don't think I'm going to lose the power, I did some shit I needed to do. And what might that be, Miss P? Miss LP? Well, basic stuff is, as you know, you saw me, I loaded the dishwasher earlier. And I want to get the next set of dishes done. I did a Vitacost order, things that I needed, food items I needed. Particularly, I order my Woodstock organic almonds and walnuts off of Vitacost way, way cheaper when I get the 20% off discount off food, which they're having right now, 20% off your $50 food purchase. These organic nuts are way cheaper from Vitacost than in the grocery store. Seriously. And I live off of nuts, you know what I mean? They're protein, they fill you up, they're a snack. So the rest of the snack. So, what else did I do? Oh, I ordered some Complex B off of Life Extension. Really cheap. I paid my electric bill. The electric bill, remember I had to wait till I got paid this month to do this shit. I paid my cable bill. I owed twice. I didn't technically owe twice. I was overdue and it's about to be shut off. And then the next one's due in about a week, so I just paid them both. Just getting all this shit out of the way. The Vitacost sale is going to end by tomorrow morning. If I did lose the power, I wouldn't have been able to do the Vitacost sale, you know. And the stupid walnuts are on sale at Vitacost for cheap. I think $5.88, and then 20% off. It goes down to $5 each. They're like $10 or close to it or something for organic walnuts, Woodstock in the grocery store. Anyway, but they didn't have them. They said out of stock. I'm like, oh fuck! But sometimes out of stock Vitacost, they've told me in the past, if you do it over the phone, the online is only looking for your area. But if you do it over the phone, you might be able to get it from a different area. And that I was able to do that. But I still had to spend $50, so I did that so I could get, you know, my 20% off. And I also wanted my free shipping, so I had to spend $49, and that was after the discount. So I did 10 walnuts, plus I added another small item that I took from my regular order that I was in the process of doing. I didn't check yet to see if that recorded. I could do that right now. Remember I was doing that experiment, just curiosity. Because if it is recorded, if Ellen recorded today, even though if General Hospital recorded today, even if I shut it off mid-thing, then it was just a fluke that my Nightline didn't record that night that I shut it off mid-thing when it was set to record. I thought it records internally, and I thought it could. And I went to it, and it didn't record. It only recorded what I had watched. Once I shut off and unplugged the TV and Comcast box, nothing recorded. Yet, when we lost power during the storm, all my shows recorded without any power, so it doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? This is the same as it all being unplugged. And then I recorded something again the other night, and I unplugged everything and it recorded. So why my Nightline didn't record last week, I do not know. What else? So I got that shit done that I need to get done. I didn't have to pay the gas bill because I got that proof of that fuel assistance, you know, several $100s for that. And it's retroactive, and they're running out of time to even pay it, so they gave me a whole bunch of money at once because they know that it's retroactive and it's running out of time. So that's why they paid a whole bunch at once. So I owed nothing. I actually have credit for my gas. And I paid my electric bill. The paid 2 cable bills. I did my small Vitacost order. All food, all necessary food. All food that I need. Come clean? Yeah, it did. Remember I told you I didn't know if it would come clean? It did come clean. It did come clean. Alright. Remember, when I create videos like this, I don't expect to get likes. I don't expect to have a lot of views, and I'm doing these types of videos just for my diehard fans, you know. So, my diehard fans are the ones who are going to watch my videos even if I don't show any skin. I bought pumpkin seeds, one. I bought coffee, my decaf coffee. I bought Brazil nuts, one. I bought raw almonds, Woodstock, organic, 4. I bought 2 things of equal exchange organic hot cocoa. I bought Sun Food Himalayan crystal salt. I bought some wholesome organic stevia. I bought cayenne, or organic cayenne pepper. I bought, this is a snack, Navita Organic Superfood plus Cashew Maca Maple. I discovered this snack a while back and I love it. I bought some oat beverage, Pacific Natural Foods Organic oat beverage. Bought a candy bar. Bought some low sodium chicken broth. It's not bone broth, but it's a lot cheaper than bone broth. Bought some chips as a snack, organic kettle chips. Bought candy bar, Newman's Own Organic Dark Chocolate Peanut Butter Cup. And then I bought some hot oatmeal in a little container because they're a little bit Dr. Magoogled and Purely Elizabeth. They're cheaper online at Vitacost than I just tried some Dr. Magoogled at the store and I really liked them. I really liked them. They're organic and I liked them. So I thought I'd try some with this 20% off. It's just convenient. I mean, obviously, it's cheaper to make oatmeal and add your own Kraft. But these little containers of oatmeal are nice and tasty and they're convenient. Gotta say something for convenience. I like them, and I like them better, you know, than the homemade oatmeal that I make. I like the homemade oatmeal that I make too, but it doesn't taste, I don't know, it loses its consistency a little bit when I make the steel cutouts. These little containers are just convenient. Vitacost didn't have this one. I really liked this one. Didn't have this one. It's called Dr. Magoo's Staple Organic Apple Flax Hot Oatmeal. And it had, didn't have fat. Oh, one of them I had didn't have fat. This is Dr. Magoo's Chia Berry. Oh, they both had fat. Alright, they do have fat. Anyway, there's yummy. Yummy. they're filling. Watch any of my shows because I was busy doing that shit. Like I said, I'm going to make sure that the friggin' power didn't go out before I got this shit done that I needed to get done. Not that I think the power's going to go out. Most of the time, I mean, if it didn't go out for years, then I really don't think it's going to go out, but you never know. It didn't go out for any length of time, 5 years. This last time it went out for 36 hours. That's the longest it had gone out since the blizzard in 2013. Exactly what I put in my little title, little video titles. It's the truth. I just said, oh my God, I'm peeing this absolutely pouring rain and wind, but you know, he's not going to go the other one. It's just not going to happen. Sorry about that. I just don't want to pee. Load up the other dish, the next batch of dishes. I'm not kidding, I haven't gotten the mail probably in a week, maybe longer. Not that I haven't gone out. When I've gone out before, I've gotten groceries, and I'm carrying a whole bunch of groceries. I don't feel like stopping at the mailbox and getting the mail. It's not. I'm expecting anything important really anyway. I'm sure I got cable notices that I overdue, and they're going to shut my cable off. Oh, that's right. I wanted to check and see if there's a secret to getting labels off the jar. I'm going to do that, right? Might as well. It's been alright not having a dryer. Again, I don't put most of my clothes. I air dry most of my clothes. So really, not having a dryer, what does it affect? It affects the towel. It affects the towels when you don't put them in the dryer. They're all stiff and wrinkled and whatever. So what? I can deal with that. Big deal. Saving on electricity by not having a dryer. It's just a little inconvenient, but so what? I can deal with inconvenience. And I'm down to inbox 638 unread messages in my inbox versus the 1,500 unread messages that I started reading through, I believe, yesterday. So I'm getting there. Know what Joe wrote to me? I'll tell you. When I wrote to him, and because he sent me that thing that YouTube, deleted the Health Rangers, Mike Adams, that deleted his whole channel, 1,700 videos. And I wrote that to Joe, because Joe sent it to me, and I wrote under the news on the article. This is wrong, period. Freedom of speech means freedom of speech, period. We all need to know about, be aware of dissenting views, views that may very well dramatically differ from our own views, so that we are then knowledgeable enough to be able to think for ourselves and decide for ourselves, parentheses, rather than to only be spoon-fed any given narrative presented to us by mainstream media. What we do or do not believe when it comes to any given situation, idea, or belief. Okay. So I sent that to Joe. Shooting across the country, threats to shoot up schools is like 50 a day or something. It's sickening. Anyway, I sent to Joe. I can't find it. You didn't tell me if, find what Joe wrote. You put it in the Joe folder. Oh, Joe wrote. So much bad happening, I'm getting immune to it. Yeah, no shit. Wondering what's going on with Trump, and he's losing all his top advisors, and it's just like, what the fuck? Oh, well, of course he has to insist everything's fine. Even if he's falling apart, if everything's falling apart, he can't admit it. That would be akin to political suicide. Articles in so fucking long months. I saved them all, but I haven't read them. Pretty much because I was totally focused on everything happening with my mother. Just my John Rappaport. Read John Rappaport, but only read Natural News and InfoWars articles, but once in a while. And I don't really watch their videos either. Once in a blue moon I have. John Rappaport doesn't do, John Rappaport has way behind on it all. Very overwhelming. That's 1,500 unread emails in my inbox. A lot. Or no, honey. So careful for him, like I said, he'll try to, when I'm sitting on the computer, jump up, and if he doesn't understand that I'm facing this way, and he'll just smash his head into the into the armrest. No, don't try to jump up here, honey. Go to bed. Just away. Away. Age, be happy. Go to sleep. Joe and Irby probably thought I was intentionally ignoring them, but I wasn't. I did not check. I didn't go out on my Hotmail for weeks. Literally weeks. make it clear that I understand when videos that are this boring, people don't like them and they give them, you know, thumbs down. I'm not trying to create all the time videos that I know everybody will like. Like it happened again, I wiped my feet clean and there was still a bit of debris on one of my feet. Got 100 views overnight, 105. So I know you're going to like those kind of videos. But I create a variety of videos, and I don't expect certain ones to get hardly any views at all, you know? The nature of the game. Let's see. Best way to remove stubborn labels from glass jar. Best way to remove stubborn labels from glass jar. Mix together equal amounts of baking soda and cooking oil for one small jar. A tablespoon each will be plenty. Rub the mixture all over the sticky parts of the glass jar. Leave it on for 30 minutes. Rub with an abrasive scrubby. I use steel wool. Wash really well with soap and water. Okay. How can I remove labels from glass jars? Peel off as much of the label as you can. Mix equal parts of baking soda and oil. Rub the paste over the jar. Wait 10 to 30 minutes. Rub the paste off using a scrubby sponge or some steel wool. Wash the jar using soap and water, then pat it dry with a towel. This one's different. This says to use vinegar, white vinegar, which I have, or you use baking soda with oil. I told you there was going to be ways to remove these fucking labels. I think we all know that those labels on glass jars can be a pain to remove. There's always a moment of anticipation right before you start to peel. Is it going to peel up effortlessly in one piece, or am I going to need to peel, pry, and pick at this puppy? All too often, those labels don't easily come off. Yeah, or even after soaking them for days. And after trying a lot of different techniques, I finally found a way to get off those labels, even the most stubborn ones. To start, I always wash my jars in the dishwasher. Update, I no longer wash my jars in the dishwasher. First, some advice from readers. They commented that the paper can cause parts in the dishwasher and cause a lot of damage. Yep, I heard that too. So I stopped washing them in the dishwasher unit. I have all the until I have all the labels removed. I've always done that. I would never. I would just use common sense. And this woman apparently was always putting them in the dishwasher with the labels on. That's not smart. It ruined your dishwasher. Washing soda. I've never heard of washing soda. This one used peanut butter on it. Why waste peanut butter? There's other things that work better. This after soak in them, and that's where the stubborn ones that won't come off. The stubborn labels that left glue behind, I just threw the jars away. Washing soda. What's the difference between baking soda and washing soda? Washing soda for homemade laundry detergent. Washing soda is an essential ingredient in your own. Washing soda is just baking. You put baking soda in the oven. Interesting. I don't even know if this the camera's still running. Alright, no matter. Told you, these are called Laura's boring videos. Still running? Oh, it is still running. Okay. So they said baking soda and cooking oil. Interesting, huh? Some said apple cider vinegar, some said regular vinegar. I figured as much. I knew there had to be something. I just knew it. I have old baking soda. Bob's Red Mill baking soda. Sell by $4.15. But see, I'm not going to use it for eating. I'm just going to use it to try to get these labels off. So, that'll work, huh? Try anyway. Oh, I didn't even know I had this sprouted brown basmati rice. This before February 10th, 2016. It's unopened. I don't worry about, as long as it's just a best before it doesn't expire, it just doesn't taste as good. It's not going to get you sick. I read that online, you know. Just so you know, I read it online. It said, if you use stuff past the best before date, you are not going to get sick. You are just, you know, it just won't taste as good. And a lot of times it tastes the same. opinion anyway. But as they say, opinions are like assholes, everybody has one. So I always start with just soaking these in water, and some labels have come off so easily and others just don't. They even verified what I already knew online. Like, you know, some labels are an absolute fucking bitch to get off, and some just come off very easily. So, these particular salsa jars that are let's try it. These particular salsa jars that are store brand salsa that's very good and very cheap and organic. And they were not in the organic section. The ones in the organic section were they were USD organic. And they were like $5 for a jar. They paid like half price for these. I didn't know they existed, but I found them. Never go back to paying double for non-store brand. The store brand tastes good. Let's try this. It says baking soda and cooking oil. I think I saved that for vegetable oil. I might have thrown it away. Save it? Even if I didn't. No, I probably threw it away because I don't use it. Oh no, I didn't throw it away. How'd you wind up with this? I think let me find the expiration date, I'll tell you. Best by December 2nd, 2017, 1650. I believe this was from when my cousin was here. Oh, by the way, last time I had Omar in my room, briefly with the door closed. Of course he destroyed the bathroom by staying in the bathroom when he wasn't blind. He's blind. You think that stopped him from scratching right by that door? And I'm looking at it, and the paint's all, I'll even show it to you. The paint's all coming off, but I hate this fucking paint anyway. It reminds me of my cousin. It reminds me of that horrible fiasco and the betrayal of both my mother and me by that bitch. Oh. Can you see that? No, probably not. You can't see it. It's alright. You also, this stuff up on the wall where I threw things against the wall when I was angry. I think I threw something against the wall. Maybe I just punched the wall. I don't know. Anyway, I hate this paint, and I hate it, so it doesn't really matter that I almost scratched it all up down there. It matters if it's stuff. Lots of things that need to be, minor things that need to be fixed, of course. I don't even think about selling this place. So, I'm going to wing it. It says equal parts. Did it say in water? Did it say, you do just oil, I'm sure it's not just, I'm sure it's in water, right? Hot water? Joe's, so many bad things going on nowadays, I'm immune to it. I should have looked this up, but I was lazy before. I threw away some other jars where the labels were driving me nuts. But all those jars I have, the labels came off just by soaking in regular water. A lot of them were my store brand organic almond butter. The other labels came off nicely. Mix together equal amounts of baking soda and cooking oil for 1 small jar, a tablespoon of each for plenty. Rub the mixture all over the sticky parts of the glass jar. Leave it on for 30 minutes. Rub with an abrasive scrubby. I use steel wool. I don't buy steel wool. I don't like that. I don't like steel. I don't like it. Wash really well with soap and water. Peel off as much of the label as you can. Peel off as much of the label as you can. Peel off as much of the label as you can. Peel off as much of the label as you can. These labels don't come off. I don't want to peel off this label at all. That's the problem. I'd rather bypass that and just put the baking soda and oil on it and kill my nails. These ones are soaked a lot, and they don't come off any easier than the one I just put in here. What does that tell you? I soaked them a lot, and then I just gave up. Yeah, these are really stubborn. Really, really stubborn labels. Alright, I'm just going to try this here. I don't care about this oil, I don't care about the baking soda, I don't care about it being a tablespoon. I'm just going to wing it here. I don't use this kind of oil. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why I have it. I don't know if it's from when my cousin was here, from some other time. I don't know. All I know is that I don't care about it. I'm assuming it's from my cousin, because it expired in 17, or it said Best Buy. See how bad this jar is? Some labels come off so easily. You can tell how stubborn this label is when it leaves all that behind. That shows you, though, that woman said, she used to put these jars in her dishwasher with the label fully on until somebody warned her. That just goes to show you things that people don't know sometimes that they're doing wrong. And people warned her, don't do that, you're going to clog up your dishwasher. But my common sense would tell me not to stick something in there with a full label, but she had to have someone tell her that don't do that. You can destroy your dishwasher. It's not worth it just to get a few jars, you know. But she didn't think that that would do anything, and she was wrong. It's okay when there's a little bit of label left, but you don't want to put it in with a full label. Like I said, no one ever had to tell me that. That's just my common sense would tell me don't do that. I didn't yet watch that Bachelor from last night, but I put on Nightline and it was talking about it. Nightline from last night, I recorded it, and it said, I guess he asked Lauren to marry him, and she said yes. Why not say yes? Think of what he did for you. You already knew that he loved you prior, and now he left a sure thing for just a chance with you. So that's probably going to last, but you never know. Like Nightline said, they had producers of these reality shows, and they're like areas or reality show producer's dream. Yeah, he's friggin', I don't know what to say. He's something else. Damn sure. Pissed off a lot of people, and that makes for ratings. If he didn't do it, he did it with love, you know. Otherwise, he loved her too back then, but he loves Lauren more, and he should have never played. He should have never even proposed at all. So he shouldn't have done if he was that conflicted right up to the same day. This never happened in all the 16 years of Bachelor history. That's what that guy said, who runs it, who hosts the show. I've never seen that happen before. All right. Okay. Do a little bit of baking soda. A little bit of oil. Okay. A little bit of baking soda, a little bit of oil. Mix it in this jar. Put it on our labels and see if it works. I got this stuff, I used to use it to brush my teeth. I used to brush my teeth with that baking soda. Now it's old, I probably never do that. I heard it's good to do. Alright. And we rub it on like so. And then we wait for the magic to begin. Hopefully. Right? Just say hopefully. It says you just need a little bit. It says equal parts baking soda and cooking oil. Think it's going to work? And then supposedly it's going to come off easily, I have to say supposedly, by just simply using a scrubby on it. These are the kind of jars I like. These are good jars I can put stuff in. You know what I mean? I use these jars for everything. It says 10 to 30 minutes. Wait for the magic to begin. Alright. 30 minutes for the magic to begin. It's so cute. It's not cute, actually. It's pathetic. Anyway, like what Joe said, there's so many bad things going on nowadays in the world that he's become immune. Yeah. I hear you, Joseph. I hear ya. People must have come up with tricks to get these labels off. And people understand, just like I've said, some of these labels come off so easily, and others are just a bitch. And this store brand salsa, organic salsa, is the type of label that you soak it and it still leaves all this behind. It's a really stubborn label. But I've had other jars that were a piece of cake. All you do is soak them and the label just peels off so nicely. It's a miracle. What you doing, Holmes? The only time I can get him to go poo-poo in this kind of weather is if he's ready to go and it's just chance. You know what I mean? I periodically put him out to pee, but I'm not going to leave him out for any length of time in a bad rainstorm or snowstorm. Mr. Heat Freezer, I'm Mr. Sun. I'm Mr. Christmas. I'm Mr. 101. Doesn't matter. Cover that part. I know it's true. Also put it on just a price sticker and it doesn't want to come off. There we go. Again. Price sticker. Astonishing. As long as it's clean, we're good, right? They don't need to go to the fucking dishwasher. My rice cooker that I love. I love the little rice cooker. Stainless steel instead of non-stick. I'm having no problem cleaning it. I clean it by hand. I love this thing. I got it off Amazon. Love it. I should review it. Be telling the truth. Be telling the truth and do people a favor. Hear the wind? Hear the wind howling? So, if I can get most of this label off with this oil and baking soda concoction I just tried, the jars are going to go right there. So I'm not gonna run the dishwasher as of yet. And if I lose the power, well, these aren't important dishes. I washed the important dishes earlier, did a good load of dishes, and they'll at least be away and clean and whatnot, you know. But I don't think I'm going to lose the power. I have faith that I'm not going to lose the power. I have faith Gotta have faith, faith, faith. Yeah, it's just like I told you, this is not a carbon dioxide, this is a fire alarm, it's a backup. But we have one attached to that you don't need to worry about changing the batteries. And I've never changed the batteries in that one. But you don't have to worry about that one unless you have a fire when you have no power. It's very unlikely. Oh yeah, Fiona went to poop on the floor. I told you when it's storming like this, like what I used to do. I swear to you, I was genuinely concerned. And I think I was justified because in Boston on the TV, this woman couldn't even close her car. I was afraid because Omar weighs less than 20 pounds. This last, these high winds when I had him outside, not on his leash, I just let him out on the front porch to go to the bathroom, you know, to go pee-pee, that he's going to blow away, so. You think that label's going to come off that easily? It says 10 to 30 minutes. I don't think so. I don't have faith in these jars. I have faith we won't lose power. My faith is based on the fact we didn't lose power for 5 years, for any length of time. Time, especially when I watched storms come and go where I thought I would lose power, and lots of people were not so fortunate and they did lose power, some people for days, and I didn't lose it at all here, so I'm grateful. But I think this last storm, like millions of people lost power across whatever the storm affected. And when I got my power back on, it was saying on the news there was still 200,000 people without power. I guess there was one place, I don't know, it was Everett or something. Pembroke had, like most of the people there, I think it was someplace had almost, or maybe it was Pembroke, almost the entire town lost power, it said. Just about the entire town lost power. There's other places too with the entire, you know, so, and they didn't get their power back on. Let me give you water, honey. They didn't get their power back on until, last night, for 5 days they went without power. So I consider myself fortunate to have gone 36 hours, only 36 hours. That was enough, but I consider myself fortunate. Nonetheless. Just like I consider myself fortunate that so far, we're almost over with the winter, I have not gotten sick at all this winter. I have not gotten sick at all. Remember last winter, what was I doing? Traveling just about every day by foot to the library because I couldn't stand to just not have any you know what I mean? I had no internet or TV here, so I'd have to trudge to the library in the middle of winter. Libraries are full of germs, computer, public, internet, keyboard, computers, all full of germs. I got so sick last winter repeatedly, remember? It was awful. It was awful. So I may have put on like 30 pounds. I didn't really put on 30 pounds because I didn't start at 160. Last time I was 160, whatever. But anyway, I may have put on about 20 pounds or so, but I didn't get sick at all. Not at all. Not at all. So I'm grateful for that. I told you I was coughing up yellow phlegm periodically, but it didn't manifest. Whatever it might have been, my body was able to fight it. It did not manifest at all. Not at all. It didn't affect me negatively one bit. So. I want to watch. Oh, Inside Edition didn't record. The news recorded instead. the news usurps the position of Inside Edition when I guess when something like this is going on, storms or whatever. Because occasionally I've recorded Inside Edition and gone to watch it and been disappointed. It means I can never see it. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Because Inside Edition plays all across the country, I'm sure, and it just here, the news took over and there's no way for me to watch the Inside Edition. I don't think it's one of those ones on demand either. Basically, I just can't watch it if the news goes in its place. Like there's not enough news, you know, the news is at 4 and it's at 5 and it's at 5:30, it's at 6 and it's at 7, but it has to take my Instant Edition place at 4:30 as well. Once in a while. So it's been 10 minutes. Let's see if this comes off even a little bit. I'm sure. Let's see. Oh, it is. It's coming off. Look at that. Look, it's coming off. How about that? You take it off with this oil and baking soda. And then you wash it with soap and water. And then you can put it in the dishwasher. Oh my goodness. Now I regret all the jars I threw away in disgust. Because I didn't know how to get the label off. I figured when it didn't come off with the water, it meant it wasn't going to come off at all when I soaked it for days and days in the big pan of water. And then it dawned on me, you know what? I bet there's a trick to get these labels off. I bet people have had the same problem and they've used a trick, but I never bothered looking up the trick, and I've thrown away jars I didn't have to throw away. How about that? Woo! Look at this. It did it, people. It works. How about that? This is awesome. It worked. It worked. It worked. It was oil and baking soda. Some people recommended white vinegar. Some people recommended washing soda. Washing soda, apparently all it is baking soda. That's all it is. So why can't you just use baking soda? It worked. Holy fucking shit. This is awesome. It worked. Now it's all label free and it's going in the dishwasher and we're good to go. I'm psyched. I would have thrown these jars away if I hadn't had internet and the ability to look it up and find out how to get the fucking label off. It didn't even have to soak 30 minutes either. It worked. You saw what I did? I made this concoction. It says equal parts baking soda and cooking oil. And it said you could just use a tablespoon of each for 1 jar, but I used less than that for 3 jars. It worked. It's coming off. Wow, it worked. It's awesome. This is awesome. It worked. Why it works, I don't know. That's the mystery, right? But I'd rather not even use my white vinegar that I bought to do cleaning with. Make my own cleaning concoction. I'd rather use the oil that I'm not going to use. I don't use that kind of oil. I'd rather use the oil I'm not going to use, and I'd rather use the baking soda that's old in there that I wasn't going to use either. At least I have a purpose for it now. Yay! Look! Look! It came off! The label came off, and it's smooth. It's not sticky. Oh, I wish I'd known this before. Not that I've actually thrown away too many jars, but I've thrown away jars I would have liked to keep if I had known how to get the label up. When the label was so fucking stubborn, even after literally soaking in this big pot in hot, soapy water for days, I said, fuck this shit. The jar's going in the... And I viewed it as, it'll never come off. I viewed it as, it's ridiculous, it's jar's going in the garbage. Can't take it. It's too ridiculous. It's doesn't come off after days of soaking in soapy water. Well, guess what? You can't just use soapy water. I just proved it. Cooking oil, small amount of cooking oil, and baking soda gets those stubborn glue labels off. Stubborn ones, the ones that don't come off easily in just soap and water after soaking. I'm psyched! They're all nice, and I would put them in the dishwasher, and I have 3 new nice jars I did not have to pay for. Alright. We're doing good, Omalu. We're doing good here. Doing good. Loving it. I'm loving it. Alright. Okay. I don't have any other jars. Threw away any jars that had sticky residue. But it is right what they say online. I totally 100% concur that there are certain labels none of them come off instantly, but you soak them in water and soap, overnight, and they peel up wonderfully. And then there are others that, no matter how much you scratch it's still all that what I showed you. But this worked. Olive oil and not olive oil. Olive oil is too expensive. Cooking oil and baking soda got off that sticky residue glue. Isn't that awesome? Alright. Now I can run the dishwasher before I lose the power, potentially. Probably not likely, though. Unlikely. I could fit more in there. Nothing more to put in there, I don't think. Do that one too. Alright, we're good. Good. Alright. Nothing down there. No. After my mom was sick that time and ruined one dishwasher by throwing stuff in there, not checking to see if anything went down there, and then had a whole new brand new dishwasher installed, but was still sick and was doing the same fucking thing. This is that one. It didn't ruin it, but it definitely could have. It probably damaged it a little bit, but it's been working all these years, so thankfully so. I always check and double check because I'm anal anyway. Undeniably so. Nothing's under there. Nice jars up the top that are going to come out nice and clean. They're already smooth. I'm psyched it works. Sometimes I've tried things recommended on the internet and it hasn't worked, you know what I mean? Really kosher. Pretty good. Sometimes this dishwasher leaves shit behind. I bet really good, fancy dishwashers, expensive dishwashers would never leave anything behind. It shouldn't. It should all dissolve, right? I would think. I'm going to title this video is boring, don't watch it. This video is boring, don't watch it unless you are really one of my diehard fans. That's what I'm going to title it. You think I'm not? Watch me. Watch me. I'm going to title it, This Video is Boring. Venture at your own risk. Don't watch it unless you're one of my diehard fans.